After 25 years of raising kids and paying every bill, my wife said, "You were never emotionally present." So I handed her the house keys, the savings, and said, "Now you'll have plenty of space to miss me." When she called a month later asking, "Can we talk?" I let it go to voicemail. I'm 55, and I thought I knew what marriage looked like. Turns out I'd been living in a one-man show for 2.5 decades, while my wife kept score in a notebook I never knew existed. Her name was Angela. We met when I was 28, fresh out of grad school, still optimistic about life. She was 26, working as a paralegal, and we clicked over terrible wine at a friend's birthday party. 6 months later, we were engaged. A year after that, married. 2 years in, our son Michael was born. Then came Emma 3 years later. Standard American dream stuff, right? I worked. A lot. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But I worked because that's what you do when you have a mortgage in the suburbs, 2 kids who want to go to decent colleges, and a wife who liked the idea of staying home after Emma was born. I never complained. I paid for piano lessons, soccer leagues, family vacations to Disney, braces, prom dresses, Michael's engineering degree, Emma's art school tuition. I paid the property taxes when they doubled. I paid for Angela's mom's assisted living when her siblings couldn't chip in. I paid for everything. And I was there. Maybe not in the way she wanted, but I was there. I coached Michael's little league team for 4 years, even though I hate baseball. I sat through every single one of Emma's gallery showings, even the one where she glued tampons to a canvas and called it feminism. I took Angela to marriage counseling twice, once in 2008, once in 2019. Both times the therapist said we were fine and just needed to communicate better. We stopped going because Angela said it was a waste of money. 3 months ago, on a Tuesday night in July, I came home around 7:30. I'd been at the office late finishing a project proposal. Angela was in the kitchen, wiping down counters with that tight-lipped expression she'd perfected over the years. "Dinner's cold," she said. "I'll heat it up." Sorry, the meeting ran over. They always do. I didn't take the bait. I grabbed a plate from the fridge, leftover chicken and rice, and stuck it in the microwave. The hum filled the silence. Then she said it. Just like that, no preamble. "I don't think I love you anymore." I stopped mid-reach for a fork. "What?" "I don't think I love you." "I don't think I have for a long time." I turned to face her. She wasn't crying. She wasn't angry. She looked calm, like she'd been rehearsing this. "Where is this coming from?" "It's been coming for 25 years, David. You've never been emotionally present. You show up, you pay bills, you sit in rooms with us, but you're not here. You don't see me. You don't ask me how I'm doing. You don't care. I ask you all the time how you're doing. No, you ask if I need anything from the store. That's not the same thing." I felt something cold settle in my chest. "So what do you want? Another round of therapy? A vacation? What?" "I don't know. I just needed to say it out loud." That conversation ended with me sleeping in the guest room. It became a pattern. For the next 6 weeks, we lived like polite strangers. She'd make comments here and there, little verbal paper cuts about how I'd never listened or didn't understand her. I started keeping track. She never once asked me how I was doing either. Never asked if I was tired, stressed, burned out from carrying the financial weight of our family for a quarter century. It was all about her unmet emotional needs. The breaking point came on a Saturday in late August. The kids were both out of state, Michael in Seattle with his fiancée, Emma in Portland doing whatever art school graduates do. Angela and I were sitting in the living room. She was reading a book. I was going through bills. She looked up and said, "I think we should separate." "You want a divorce?" "I don't know. I just need space to figure out who I am without you." And that's when something in me just snapped. Not in an angry way. More like a switch flipped. I realized I was done. Done being the bad guy. Done being the emotionally absent villain in her story while she played the long-suffering wife. I stood up, walked to the kitchen, grabbed the spare house keys from the drawer, and came back. I dropped them on the coffee table in front of her. Here. The house is paid off. It's yours. She blinked. What are you talking about? You want space? You've got it. I'll move out. You keep the house. I'll transfer half the savings to your account on Monday. You'll have plenty of money and plenty of space to figure out who you are. David, I didn't mean. No, you did mean it. And you're right. I've been emotionally absent. So now I'll be physically absent too. You won't have to miss me because I'll be gone. You're being ridiculous. Maybe. But I'm done, Angela. I'm done being resented for providing. I'm done being told I'm not enough when I've given you everything I have. I called Michael and Emma that night, told them their mother and I were separating, that it was amicable, that they shouldn't worry. Michael asked if I was okay. I lied and said yes. Emma cried and asked if it was her fault. I told her of course not. By Monday afternoon, I'd moved into a furnished apartment downtown. Small, 1 bedroom, but it was mine. I transferred $140,000 into Angela's account. Half of everything we had. I kept my retirement account separate as they'd been set up. I forwarded my mail. I updated my address with the bank. And then I waited. Update 1. For the first 2 weeks, nothing. Radio silence. I figured she was enjoying her newfound freedom. I worked, went to the gym, started reading again, something I hadn't done in years. I forgot how much I liked Tom Clancy novels. Then the texts started. First one came on a Wednesday night, September 13th. Can we talk about the finances? I have some questions. I didn't respond immediately. When I did, I kept it brief. What questions? The property tax bill came. I don't know how to pay it. Same way we've always paid it. Log into the county website, use the checking account. Can you just do it? No, it's your house now. She didn't reply for 2 days. Then, you're being petty. I didn't respond to that one at all. The kids started calling more. Michael said his mom seemed off when he talked to her. Emma said she sounded sad. I told them both their mother was fine. She was just adjusting. I didn't badmouth Angela. I didn't tell them about the years of resentment, the constant criticism, the way she'd made me feel like a paycheck with legs. That wasn't their burden. On September 28th, exactly 1 month after I left, Angela called. I was at the apartment, watching a Mariners game on my laptop, drinking a beer. Her name flashed on the screen. I let it ring. It went to voicemail. David, it's me. Can we talk? I think we should talk. Call me back. I deleted it. She called again the next morning. Voicemail again. I don't understand why you're doing this. I didn't ask you to leave. I just wanted space. Call me. I didn't. Third call came that evening. I answered this time. What do you want, Angela? I want to talk. So talk. Not like this. In person. Why? Because I think we made a mistake. We? Or you? Silence. Then, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said those things. I was angry and I wasn't thinking clearly. You said you didn't love me. I was wrong. No, you weren't. You were honest. Maybe for the first time in years. David, please. Can we just meet for coffee? I don't think that's a good idea. Why not? Because you wanted space. I'm giving it to you. You wanted to figure out who you are without me. So figure it out. I don't want to do this without you. You already are. I hung up. Update 2. October brought cooler weather and more calls. Angela tried twice a week at first, then almost daily by mid-month. I stopped answering altogether. She started texting. Long paragraphs about how she missed me, how the house felt empty, how she'd been talking to her sister and realized she'd taken me for granted. I'm not going to lie. Part of me felt vindicated. The part that had spent 25 years being told I wasn't enough was quietly celebrating. But mostly, I just felt tired. Then Michael called. This was October 19th, around 8 p.m. Dad, what's going on with you and Mom? What did she tell you? She's saying you abandoned her. That you just left without trying to work things out. I took a breath. Your mother told me she didn't love me and wanted to separate. I gave her what she asked for. She said she didn't mean it that way. Then she should have said what she meant. Dad, she's really struggling. She's asking about you constantly. I think she wants you to come home. Michael, I love you, but this is between me and your mother. I'm not coming home. Why not? If she's willing to try? Because I'm not willing anymore. That shut him up for a second. Then, so that's it? 25 years and you're just done? 25 years of being told I was the problem, yes. I'm done with that. He got quiet. I didn't know it was like that. It wasn't your job to know. We talked for another 20 minutes. I explained more than I wanted to, but he deserved honesty. By the end, he said he understood. I don't know if he really did, but he stopped pushing. Emma called 2 days later. Different approach, less confrontational, more emotional. Daddy, are you okay? I'm fine, sweetheart. Mom says she made a mistake. She says she wants to fix things. I know what she says. Do you still love her? That question sat in my chest like a stone. Did I? I don't know. Maybe. But love wasn't enough anymore. Love doesn't erase years of feeling inadequate, of being told you're failing even when you're doing everything you can. I don't know, Em. I honestly don't know. She cried a little. I hated that. But I wasn't going to lie to make her feel better. By November, Angela had switched tactics. The pleading texts stopped. Instead, she started sending memories, photos from vacations, old emails I'd written her in the early years, a video of Michael's 8th birthday party where I was pushing him on a tire swing. You were always there, one text said. I see that now. Too late, I thought, but I didn't respond. Update 3. Thanksgiving was the real test. Michael and Emma both came back to town. They wanted us all to have dinner together as a family. I said no. Angela apparently cried when they told her. I had Thanksgiving alone in my apartment. Rotisserie chicken from the grocery store, mashed potatoes from a box, pumpkin pie from the bakery section. It was quiet. It was peaceful. Emma texted me a photo of the table at Angela's house. Just the 3 of them. The caption said, "Missing you." I didn't reply. The week after Thanksgiving, Angela showed up at my apartment. I don't know how she got the address, probably from one of the kids. I opened the door and there she was, holding a casserole dish covered in foil. I made your favorite, she said. Tuna noodle. Angela, you shouldn't be here. I wanted to see you. We don't have anything to talk about. Yes, we do. David, please. 5 minutes. Against my better judgment, I let her in. She sat on my couch, the casserole still in her lap like a shield. She looked older than I remembered. Tired. I've been going to therapy, she said. By myself. The therapist says I have issues with control and resentment. She says I projected my own unhappiness onto you. Good. I'm glad you're figuring that out. I want you to come back. No. Just like that? No discussion? Angela, you spent years telling me I wasn't good enough, that I didn't see you, didn't care, wasn't present. I believed you. I internalized it. I thought I was failing you, and then I realized I wasn't failing you. You were failing us. You were so focused on what I wasn't giving you that you never saw what I was. Her eyes filled with tears. I know. I know that now. Great. So you've grown. That's wonderful. But I've grown too. And part of that growth is realizing I don't want to spend the rest of my life walking on eggshells, wondering when the next criticism is coming. I won't do that anymore. You say that now. I mean it. Maybe you do. But I don't trust it. And I don't trust us. She left the casserole and walked out. Final update. It's been 3 months since I left. Christmas came and went. I spent it with Michael and his fiancée in Seattle. Emma flew up too. Angela wasn't invited. The kids felt guilty about it, but I told them it was okay. They needed to navigate this however worked for them. Angela's still in the house. She got a part-time job at a bookstore, which I only know because Emma mentioned it. Apparently she's finding herself. Good for her. I filed for divorce 2 weeks ago. She hasn't contested it. My lawyer says it'll be finalized by March. I'm not bitter anymore. I'm not angry. I'm just done. 25 years is a long time to give someone, but it's not a life sentence. I've got time left, and I'm going to spend it on me. The kids are adjusting. Michael's wedding is in June. I'll be there, Angela will be there, and we'll be civil. Emma's planning to visit next month. We're okay. As for Angela calling and asking to talk, I'm glad I let it go to voicemail. Some conversations don't need to happen. Some endings don't need closure. Sometimes the best thing you can do is walk away and let the silence speak for itself.